I'm Dr. Ryan DeBell from The Movement Fix. This is Movement Fix Monday. If you haven't noticed already in the 5 seconds this video has been going, we painted the garage finally. So for all of you guys who've emailed me and said paint your garage, I finally painted the garage. What we're gonna look at in this video is checking shoulder extension, which is, if this is shoulder flexion, shoulder extension is coming backwards, we're gonna do a little self-test to see, do you have shoulder extension that you need? And then if not, how to work on it progressively. So why would you want shoulder extension first of all? Well, you need it for dips, you need it for chest to bar pull-ups, you need it for push-ups, so that's one reason why. Because all those movements require that your elbow goes behind your body, which is essentially shoulder extension. Now what you can do to test this is if you take your hands and interlock your fingers behind your body and then roll your shoulders back, can you lift, several inches off of your hips or off your butt? Can you do this, yes or no? A lot of people will get here and they can't even roll the shoulders back, they can't lift off at all, and that's an indication to me that they need some shoulder extension so that they own the range of motion that's available in the shoulder. So if you're that person, how do you work on it? Well, a lot of people just stand here and they stretch, they try to do this, which is okay as a stretch, but it doesn't mean you will own the movement. So what we can do is go into a closed chain environment, meaning the hands will be on the ground in this case. And the first drill that I'd have somebody do is start like this. They'd be about, their hand would be about 6 inches behind their butt, fingers pointing out. And then they're gonna start in this position where they're basically relaxed and the shoulders are sort of rolled forward. Then what they're gonna do is roll the shoulders back and then push down into the ground. That's 1 rep. I'm not gonna hold it there, I'm gonna rep it out. So roll back, push down into the ground. The pushing that I'm doing is this. I'm rolling and then I'm pushing down. Now, if that's too easy for somebody, if they don't feel a lot of stuff, then I need to make it harder. But for some people, that will be extremely aggressive and they'll feel like their bicep is tearing off and their shoulder's tearing off. Respect the tension, just barely meet it, but don't push through it. You don't need to do that. Just hit the tension line and then come out of the rep. But if that's too easy, then we can make it harder by taking your butt a little bit farther away from your hands. Start here, roll the shoulders back, push down into the ground, that's a rep. Roll the shoulders back, push down into the ground, that's a rep. Now again, for somebody this feels like nothing, for somebody else this feels really challenging. If it feels like nothing, progress. If it feels challenging, stay here and do the reps at this stage. So the next progression would be this. We're gonna start with the butt a little bit forward again, roll the shoulders back, push down into the ground, lift the hips up toward the ceiling, come back down, that's 1 rep. Roll the shoulders back, push into the ground, lift the hips, that's rep 2. Again, if that's hard, that's your spot. If that's easy, you progress. And what you're gonna do to progress on this next one is this. Imagine this was your torso, and when you go into the bridge, now you're here. Your head's over here, your butt's over here. What you're gonna do is you're going to shift this torso forward and backward, but you're going to do it from your shoulders. So your shoulder is the thing generating the force. You're not using your legs. There's a tendency to do this, and people drive and pull with their legs. Essentially, that turns it into a passive drill for the shoulder versus an active drill, and I want it to be active because I want to own the range of motion. So I would go here, fingertips out, roll back, push down, lift, and then I'm gonna shift backwards and shift forwards. And what I'm thinking when I'm shifting this way is I'm pushing my body away or towards my hand. So I'm pushing back and then I'll come back down. So again, you can't see my intention, but my intention is driving with the arm. Now, if that's too easy, you can make it an open chain drill, which is potentially what you want because it's a little bit more challenging because you don't have the friction of the floor to help generate some of those positions. So what I'm gonna do here is interlock my fingers, roll back, lift, that's 1 rep. Roll back, lift, that's 2, etc. And how many reps should you do? Well, that'll depend from person to person. 3 sets of 10, 5 sets of 10. There's all sorts of progressions. That's the art of programming. So that's what I got for you guys this week on Movement Fix Monday. Check your shoulder extension and then find the right stage for you and hit the positions over and over and over and over again until you adapt. Don't let your biceps tear off. Respect the tension. Just meet the tension. If you don't already follow the Movement Fix on Facebook, make sure to go to facebook.com/The Movement Fix. You can also follow me on Instagram at The Movement Fix, and make sure to check out our workshops that we're doing all across the United States, and some, I think, in Canada are on the schedule for 2016. You can find that at themovementfix.com/workshops. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week.